Hello and welcome to the video. It's a bit of a meh day today. It's very dull and horrible. We've had some glorious summer weather just lately, and today is a little bit. So I've been doing stuff that's not very productive today. Uploading photos, watching YouTube, that sort of thing. I decided to do something a little bit more productive today. So I decided to have a look at the front panel on the van, which has had that strange noise for a little while now when you turn right. And I've put the wheels, front wheels there on the full lock, and hopefully I'll be able to work out what I need to do. So I've been trying all sorts of silly things really, bits of string. I've even got some shelving unit mounts to try to push the front forward, and in the end I decided to do it just by, as we say in French, au pif, which means basically budget. So you see I put some tape on the front protection bar either side, roughly about the same, and I've worked out that after I've got it somewhere, I left it in the house. So hunting high and low, I finally found it. There you are, the bracket. It was on my desk chair in the house, so that's what I was looking for. So these brackets are going to sit on top of the protection bar to hold the panel forwards. So I'll show you that's going to work. So the idea is that not too sure which way these are going to go round really. They'll have to go that way round or this way round. Might better this way round, that'll be easier to do up. But the idea is that these will go, of course that changes the distance as well. Trying to do this one hand is not very easy. But in short, these will go on the protection bar, but that will go behind the panel. You can see what I mean. So the idea being that it'll push the panel forward. It's not going to be very easy to show you this on the camera. What I'll do is I'll fix one on and show you what it looks like from the other side through the wheel arch. We'll give that a try. So I managed to slide this one on. I've not done it up yet, but you can see the bit of confusion really, because there was a bit of confusion because the thread is actually on the top part and not on the bottom part. So the screws need to go in the other way up. So they're going sort of like from the bottom up to tighten it up. So that might make life easier, I'm not sure. So I'm going to try and tighten it up roughly where the tape is there, and see what that does. So it's a little bit fiddly, so I can't actually see what I'm looking at, what I'm doing, whether that is actually straight. So tighten it up from either side. It's a little bit fiddly. I'm not sure if I put my head in the way. Oops. Slightly. Matter of getting it straight as well at the same time. But I'll try and hold that at the same time. Oops. Very fiddly. See if I can, working almost blindly, so I can't see. Right, that seems to be in the right place. It's not quite straight. It's not moving as such. The idea now is to try to tighten it up as much as I can. Hopefully use the right Allen key. Right, let's see how that's going to be. The other side. Flying Allen keys, way! It's not moving, it's good. I want to clamp it over the top of the tape, so that's going to be a thing to get off after. The most important thing will be to see if the clearance is good. So, I don't know if that's really straight or not really compared to the, it looks like it's straight. Right, let's see what sort of clearance we've got for the front wheel. That's pretty good. Let's bring you around here so you can see. So you can see the clearance is good, but there's a nice big gap on the panel. So I think we'll have to live with that. I was thinking of putting like a rubber seal or sticking it to the inside of the panel, to this side of the panel, just to make it so it doesn't vibrate so much, because the problem is the vibration is causing the, can't really see it on this one, I think it's on the other side, but it's causing it to crack between the joint and the screw. But I think that might do. So I've got the other side to do now. That's going to be fun. So basically you've got, I think I said this in the other video, you've got the 2 Allen keys for different size of bolts, the long bolts to hold the bracket together, the short bolts to hold the straight part, the straight angled part onto the bracket. So basically you've got your 2 holes there with a thread in each, and then that goes on top like that. And then the bracket itself going round the protection bar, the thread's on this side and not on this side. So basically the bolt goes in, the head heads this side and it goes in that way, and which makes it a bit easier to tighten up from the bottom. So I'm going to fit this one onto the other side and see how that looks. So before I do that, I'll just show you roughly how it looks. So the 2 bolts are in there, and due to its very nature, is a little bit of a bit sticking out. It's not level with the bracket. I've got to put that on the same way as the other one. So this is where I usually get things wrong, put things on the wrong way round. So it was this way round on the other side. So the easiest thing to do really is to actually fit it up here. So the bolt through and attach that side like that, and then we'll tighten it up a bit too much. The idea is that, hang on, what have I done? I need to do both at the same time, I think. Yeah, it's not going to fit now, is it? That's it. So now I can do the other side then. I'm looking at the camera, looking at what I'm doing at the same time. It's not very easy. I make it look, other channels make it look a lot easier than me. So I'll do the same the other side, which means that then I can position it in the right place behind the panel. My hands have disappeared underneath. So I'll just tighten it up and tight, and then I'll go and get the Allen key to tighten it up. So now what I need to do is to push that forward, and in fact I can't see very well what I'm doing. Anyway, I'll try and tighten them up. Strange because I can't, it's because there's a gap in the bumper or something, or a hole or something, but I can't actually see what I'm doing. Right, I think I have to lie on the ground. Don't like lying on the ground because I can't get up again. When you get to my age, that's how it is. So yeah, I can see what I'm doing now. Trying to get it out of lying on the ground, that was it. So that's about level with the tape. So all I need to do now is tighten it up. That is, tighten it up more on one side than the other. Moved. Right, stay. Thank you. And do it nice and lightly so that I don't move the bracket until it bites. I'm trying not to swear. Not that I swear a lot. So that appears to be cooking with gas. I do the other side. Is this the time for you to go off and make a cup of tea? Or go and make me a cup of tea? As I tried to drunkenly get my Allen key into the bolt. Not I've been drinking, apart from tea. So when you move to another country, like I have, suddenly there are certain things like baked beans and Scotch eggs and hot cross buns and proper bacon, because I don't do proper bacon here. But one of those things that's important to have is tea, and I have to order mine in online now, especially with COVID, because you can't actually find tea, meaning not posh tea, I mean tea like as in PG Tips or Thai Fu or whatever. My preference is PG Tips, and so I buy a nice big bag of the stuff, a few hundred bags, and it keeps me going. It's amazing what you end up talking about when you're trying to tighten up a bracket underneath a plastic van. I think that's about the same as the other one, and it's actually doing the job. It's actually high enough, the bracket is high enough to go behind the panel. The next problem is going to be, I think, when I come to take the panel off, whether I'll be able to lift it out or not, with it being so close to the protection bar here. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, but the next job is going to be taking the front panel off. I should have taken the front panel off to fit these, but I just couldn't be bothered. So I'll take this tape away now, because it's more or less in the right place. It's not moving, and of course I'm going to put it over the top of the tape like I've done the other side. Split up. So hopefully that's not going to move, and hopefully if I don't bump over something, it's not going to damage the bracket. I mean, the metal brackets, not plastic ones, but if they're plastic, it won't last 5 minutes. But take the tape off the other side. Probably can't see what I'm doing, so sorry for my rubbish filming. Next challenge is to film underneath so you can see what I've actually done. it looks like the brackets are done. And so that leaves me with a few other tasks to do concerning the front panel. One of those is to refit the bolts that the van came with. But on the other side, I'm going to fit, I'm trying to hold my tripod and take one of these out at the same time. So I'm going to fit these to the other side. So these will go inside the front wheel arch and hold the panel on. Rather than having a bolt, it'll be easy to undo. Thanks for watching the video. We'll bring things to an end there. I'm going to have to take the front panel off to do another load of stuff, so you'll see those in a future video. I've got everyone coming home from school work at the moment, so I think that's a good time to bring things to an end. So thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself, and see you in another video. Take care. Bye.